inspiration. Unless anybody is also out of inspiration and wants it, I will go ahead and do my best here. It's
Yeah, go for it.
seeing the big old goose egg here after the mysterious 7 on Ember Prime was just not Ember Prime, Corsonis. Yeah, we started in the aftermath of our conversation with Madame Ava. We rested at the Stratomir, I believe, is the name of the Vistani who is a member of Madame Ava's troop. There was a brief conversation about the things that we had heard from Madame Ava, the Abbey of Saint Markovia, this the Vistani who has no troop that we should find for assistance. Some general information and a discussion on how the Vistani see Strahd, who, while he is their protector, is also like, a vampire and bad and no good. And basically into some of the not inner workings, but interworkings of the various Vistani troops. We settled in to listen to the Vistani storytellers who told a story of a sorceress, I believe, that came to battle Strahd and did not win. Oh no. Okay. And then tucked in for the night in the Sunstrider Dome, and in the middle of the night, a dark carriage pulled with seemingly no driver by a pair of draft horses showed up, and it was the newest member of the Von Zarovich harem? Like, it's not really a polycule because they're not equals at all. Like, it's Strahd and his spouses. Strahd and his he's not concubine. God, what was the name they used for him?
So Lord Consort.
Hold on. Consort. I was getting there.
Lord Consort has the same level of authority as Lady married in.
Yeah. Anyway, point is,
I've listed them all as the brides.
Yeah. Pretty boy Escher showed up and was like, "Hey, we're running late because you assholes weren't in Vallaki where you were supposed to be. Get in the fucking car. We're going to Castle Zarovich." And I mean, for some reason, we were all like, "Yeah, let's go." Nothing could go wrong.
Let's take Arena with us. It'll be fine.
We had a totally not at all awkward trip to Castle Zarovich with 2 of us on either side of Escher, and I believe it was Zeldrin seated directly across from him. Totally should have been totally intimidating. I am not sure Escher even really noticed what was going on. Or he's just used to being sandwiched, who knows? And so
episode title, Used to Being Sandwiched.
So we were brought to Castle Ravenloft. We were brought to Castle Ravenloft, a very large and imposing and dour and totally not cartoon-esque lightning flashing behind the castle on the mountain structure with gargoyles and all sorts of things. The group of us, no, including Escher, were brought to dinner. There was a brief conversation that he used her real name. I don't actually. Like 2 pages of notes have gone missing because I know I wrote down some more stuff about the Vistani and it's just gone.
No.
he did not. I did not try. I did not get the real name of Vasily Valenta. Is it Tatiana? Oh,
Yes.
oh my God.
Oh wait, sorry.
No, I thought it started with an
Oh, you're talking about no,
Valenta. Yeah.
Valenta. Yeah, that is her name. Yeah.
Oh, I thought he called her something that started with an M. I'll have to whatever. Doesn't matter. She was apparently pouting because she didn't get to eat the people in St. Lucian's in Valaki, and did not want to see us, and so would not be joining us for dinner. Um, which is fine because dinner was super awkward. Uh, with with Arian at the other head of the table staring down Count Strahd. Totally not awkward at all. Totally not weird. The conversation essentially turning to you all can go, but Irina has to stay here. And when we were like, yeah, that's probably not going to happen, dude. He left and left. I have your name written down. Starts with an R. I've got it written. It must be in my WordPad notes. No, the way it's under
Radici?
definitely
How close was I?
Rahadin.
Rahadin.
I mean, it got me there. So
Yeah, there. See, that's all we need.
I love you guys so much.
Yeah, that was under my
Strahd's
Patreon
Knight,
notes.
Rubik's Cube.
He tried to teach us a lesson, and instead, Zeldrin went fucking beast mode and was like, "I'm gonna track you down and murder the shit out of you."
But unfortunately,
Rahadin was was able to get away. I won't put it the other way that I was going to put it.
Well, now you gotta.
Rahadin was a bigger bitch than Zeldrin was a beast. So
Bigger
he got
bitch
away.
than beast. Episode title.
look, my guiding bolt just wasn't, as powerful as it should be. This usually never happens.
Well played. Well played.
I'm gonna need a
fully
minute. I gotta clean up this full fucking coffee spit take everywhere.
So with Rahadin run off, the gargoyles defeated, and the stone dragon gargoyles in the doorway. Not anymore. It's not. We were able to make it out of Castle Zarovich and escape into the woods and the mist and the road, and I believe that is where we are.
Yeah, out in the rain, having tunneled out from the gatehouse with the aid of Floof. I tried to dramatically drag him onto the map when I said that. It didn't work right. Yeah. Oh. Take a point of inspiration.
Yeah, I was gonna say I should probably mark that, huh? Go ahead.
I mean, I don't know. You're gonna use it in like 15 minutes, so it's really up to you.
So, for your journey up to Castle Ravenloft, the curtains had been closed. You guys have little to guide you except that there is path and road underfoot. It is likely still just past midday, as that would be about how long the journey to the castle had been, taking you from about dawn till noon. However, the thickening clouds and then the incredible onslaught of downpour have muddled your sense of time. It takes very, very little time for you all to become soaked through the heavy weights of armor, uh, almost chafing and hurting against the now thinned and cold fabrics that you all wear. Um, uh, I will offer you now, as you have fled the castle and begun down the um, uh, road and around the bends of the mountain, you have the opportunity to continue moving swiftly down the road and risk potential. You can feel under your boots like the slick and slide of the mud, um, uh, and know that following the word is totally escaping me, um, switchbacks, um, which have some more security, but you are more out in the open. You can feel like you are being observed without so many trees to protect you. Or you can try to cut down straight through the switchbacks in what could end up being in severe cliff drops and through trees. Uh, One has more physical risk, but would get you down to the foothills faster. Uh, as as you are beginning to feel the weight of the damp, what do you decide to do?
Well, if we stay on the road, we are far less likely to get lost, but far more likely to be noticed. Is it perhaps that there is certainly speed in going through the trees, but also perhaps more danger? Do we think that the added danger of going through the trees is less than the danger presented by Zorovich himself?
Well,
More importantly, will Floof fit through the trees?
I imagine that if necessary, Floof will just dig right under them. But
Perhaps he could dig right under a few, and we can topple them into the road. We can take the path through the trees, and then their pursuit for us will be slowed by the fallen trees, and ours will be ours will be assisted by the fact that we are taking the straighter route.
well, I do very much like the idea of having Floof do some digging to knock some trees down in the roadway behind us. However, I hesitate to take our journey into the trees. Not everyone we are traveling with is as robust as you are. I would hate to have escaped Castle Ravenloft only to fall victim to gravity and the elements.
Furthermore, the damning mists, the confusion they set in, uh, I think it's probably safer to stick to the road. On the road, we can see an enemy coming. We can know that we have not lost our way. If only I had 50 gold and I could just get us there.
What spell are you talking about?
The cartographer ability.
Oh. Do you not have 50 gold between you?
I certainly don't. I don't even
Well,
have. I
brother,
don't even have.
I have 43 gold pieces.
I have 37.
Victor, don't make me. Oh, you have 37? Never mind, Victor.
Okay, I wasn't gonna, but now I carry on.
Let me double check this thing I'm talking about.
Yes, please.
The Tale of Safe Travel.
Mm.
45-minute ritual, cartographer's tools, and 50 gold pieces in consumed material components.
It would require being able to complete a 45-minute ritual.
Well, during the ritual, you tell a story. At the
Mhm.
end of the ritual, you are at your location and you are safe the whole way.
Mhm.
So, like, it does not require 45 minutes of sitting still and being safe.
This is true, but if something were to get you while you are preparing your ritual, if something is pursuing you, I'm just stating
Uh
the
huh. I'm
broad threats.
Yeah. That would, like, if something gets us in the next 30 seconds or a minute
Mhm.
before I start the ritual. You and up to 6 other creatures become encircled in a magical bubble, pulled into the border ethereal. During the ritual, you tell a story. The DM can choose to add to the story. If you wish, the ritual can be ended early, allowing the party to encounter what's being described by the DM. Whenever the ritual is ended or interrupted by you, all travelers arrive safely at the destination. Uh, at the DM's discretion, all travelers affected by the ritual can gain the benefit of either a short rest or a long rest during the voyage. So, I mean, if y'all are willing to spend some gold, um, a donation to uh, the Twilight Rider to protect these wary travelers through the night. Well, it's not even nighttime, but he cares about travelers even if it's not nighttime. It does have to be a destination we could normally reach within a day of travel.
And one you've been to.
Yeah.
So you would need to make that decision.
Is Valaki that close?
Yes.
Do y'all think we should go to Valaki or the Sarpools?
Um, I look at Victor, give him a
I can
hard
go back
stare,
to Valaki.
and I look. All right, I look back at you. I think we should probably go to the saw pools.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well then I will take a moment to begin reciting a prayer of safe travel, and the light around us starts to dim, and there is just a bubble that forms around us, very similar to the uh, tiny hut that from the inside of it, outside looks like it's in like the dusk hours, and uh, the trees outside begin moving very fast past us. Um, and the whole time I'm just reciting this, this prayer, just reciting like scripture, and all that kind of thing. Um, and eventually
All right.
we get where we're going.
Yeah. The
Unless something can reach into the border ethereal and stop us.
the swirling gray fog, purple starlight dissipates around you, melting around your feet and crawling back into the white fog of the tree line. And ahead of you, you see uh, the encampment that you were at just this morning. Um, uh, Given the time of day, you notice that some of the horses and residents of the Vistani encampment appear to be elsewhere, um, possibly out hunting, but you have no full. You have not spent enough time with these people to know much of their cultural uh, practices. This is just only a few people remain around the fire. Uh, Significantly more sober than they were the night before, but it is still there is still wine being passed. Um, Let me think. Yeah, all right. With the coin offered to your god, so that you have safe travels. That gold is taken in offering. I don't know if I've
To
spoken.
that point, let me just check with Ted. How much gold did you give? I just want to make sure
Uh,
I deduct the appropriate amount of gold.
However
Are we
much.
splitting it? Do we just want to
Yeah,
do
just do
25 apiece?
50/50.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Okay. I want to speak briefly to what I believe is the genuine poetry of you guys coming in as patrons of the Twilight Rider to a realm that is ruled by the Dawn Father and Mother Night. Um, but I won't go into it that I won't wax too poetic about that. I just want everyone to have a moment to acknowledge how beautiful that is.
Hmm.
Your faces are recognized by the guard at watch, who nods to you, um, and you can enter the camp. It is up to you what you'd like to do next.
Ooh. Are we able to consider that trip as a rest of either kind?
I do not think so. I tend to qualify a rest as like an hour, and even though it's 45 minutes, um, particularly because you are actively doing a ritual that entire time.
Yeah, I get that. I'm just going
Yeah.
off of the like description of this feature saying that, at your discretion,
hmm
this ritual provides a rest specifically.
I believe that this requires resting after, personally.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll
Theoretically, it gets you to a place where you can rest. So,
Yeah, yeah. Just
find myself a nice bale of hay or something. I need to lay down. That was I've had more enjoyable company. Surprisingly, Victor, that is not a slight on you. I apologize.
Was I still? Well, it doesn't matter because the ritual is 45 minutes.
mhm.
I was trying to remember if I was okay or not.
I think you. Let
I
me check
probably
that.
was during the
I
fight,
think you were. Let me check.
but I would have very little to no time left after the ritual anyway, so it's fine.
Okay. Well, you can just say that you, if you'd like to be back to Arium, that's
Yeah,
yeah,
I can do that.
yeah. It looks like you were okay upon leaving, so like you would have been tapping out in a couple of minutes anyway. The rain here is lighter, but it is still persistent. You can see the splash across the river and hear the sound of it over the tarps of the tents. And most of the fires are really rather low. In light of that,
Gentlemen, I don't believe we should stay very long. Um, we have to assume. I mean, they found us here once. We have to assume they will do it again. And I don't think the Vistani will be of any assistance to us. And as even if they were willing, I'd rather they not get involved.
I think it reasonable that no matter where we go, we will be at risk
Hmm.
of this domain belongs to the count, but
Mm-hmm.
uh,
When I realized that, I simply meant
mhm,
right now they may be caught in between whatever action should come later.
mhm. They should not suffer for hiding refugees. Uh, I think the question begs asking is uh, what to do with our companions here. Irina, what are your thoughts on continuing traveling with us, or would you like to still find a place where you could reside?
It would be nice to find somewhere that is safe, but I think I don't know that I will be so lucky.
Hmm. And places which come to mind are the Abbey in Valaki, but or returning you to your brother in Barovia. But you are welcome to stay with us. I just cannot guarantee that there will not be more risky moments. I will
Yes.
try to keep us from deciding to walk you into the uh, Lord's castle ever again. I apologize for that.
Perhaps there is a refuge here, even I could find. Uh, they surely found us here, but it did not seem as if they expected to.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Hmm.
They thought we were in Valaki and only came to find us here after they discovered we were not still there. If he knew where we were at all times, that wouldn't have been the case.
Yes, but
Perhaps you could obtain some sort of disguise persona, hide your self.
She her fingers twirl through her auburn hair, which is quite distinct amongst many of the people you've thus seen. She seems to be visibly considering how to best hide herself, as you've described, um, but just without making eye contact, nods at you.
Oh, brother Arium, what do you think? Do you think it is safe, or should Irina continue along with us?
well, I must admit I'm a little concerned that the Vestrani. What would the Vestrani do if their protector threatened to withdraw his protection? So, on the one hand, I don't know that this is the safest place. On the other hand, I, much to your point, I don't know that a safe place is realistic under the current circumstances. I guess we're left to pick the best of bad options, and this may just be it.
Do worry what would happen if another coach were to show up, though. Do we really believe the Vistani will hide Irina here, but keep her from Strahd? After all, a coach did arrive here, and we were pointed out.
Oh,
Even
yeah.
if they do not, even if they do not hand her over quickly and willingly, they very well wouldn't stand in the way of someone trying to apprehend her, and that
All right, well,
also would not do.
yes, I mean, that's certainly true, but can you name a place in these lands where the people would stand in the way?
I guess wherever we are,
Right. I mean, and that's the double-edged sword of it, is that on the one hand, we are, at least from what we have experienced thus far, we are the most capable and most likely to stand in the way. On the other hand, we are clearly on a collision course to encounter the Baron again and perhaps again. So staying with us involves putting oneself in the line of danger. I think it may just be best to find a place where you feel comfortable, do what you can to lay low, cross your fingers. If we are really lucky, someone who has demonstrated some offensive and protective skill might volunteer to stay and keep an eye on you while we try and deal with the Baron. And I stare daggers at Victor as I'm say the second part of that.
It takes a second for him to recognize what you said. Me? No, no. I'm coming with you for the the temple you spoke of.
Yes, well, that is certainly on the table. And I promise you, Victor, that whatever you choose, I will not leave you. I will come back and find you. But sometimes circumstances change. And I think it's not just important to keep her safe for her sake, but thwarting the Baron's intentions seem important for our overall goal of ending his reign here and making it possible for all of us to get out. You know these lands better than anyone. Perhaps that makes you most capable of protecting her.
I think, Irina, if you are amenable to it, that our best path forward at this point is to take some time here to rest. Even if they are coming here directly, it will take some time. We can recover ourselves a little bit and then make our way uh, make our way to the west to not Krua. That was Thursday.
Kresk?
Kresk. We have seen in Villaki that the temples to the Dawn Father provide some protection from Strahd's minions, and it is perhaps we can hope that the temple of this temple of Saint Markovia will provide much the same. I know that it will. I believe, Victor, that you said it would be a day and a night's travel, so certainly not a small time, but it is a place dedicated to someone who stood against Strahd, and I am hoping that those individuals who still uh, tend to the place will maintain some of that spirit, and then we can better be assured of your safety. The decision is ultimately yours, but while I believe Madam Ava means well, I fear that there is no safety or solace to be had in this camp. Does that sound unreasonable to
Oh,
anyone?
quite quite the opposite, particularly the first part of that suggestion. Uh, Taking the evening, getting some good rest, certainly is of the utmost importance. And then, yes, perhaps it's only a if it's only a day and a night's travel, as Victor has suggested, then perhaps looking into Saint Markovia's Abbey might provide just the type of shelter that we're looking for.
It will be a long journey. We will have the road to take us, but there will be crossroads and certainly hunters, our own and others.
Well, then I think we should get ourselves some rest then.
Mm.
Head out first thing in the morning.
We, Victor and I, could maybe try getting to rest soon, and we could leave when the three of you are naturally ready.
I'm sorry, I missed this beginning of that because I couldn't hear over Miles.
She just said that because their long rest takes 8 hours, if you wanted, they could try to. She is at least offering for herself to try to rest now, so that in 8 hours after you guys have done things for the day and rest for 4 hours, basically the middle of the night, you guys could all get up and start your walk. It would mean walking at night, but if that is more convenient for your guys's sleep cycle. That's what she's offering.
Yeah, that sounds like a fine plan to save a little time.
Yeah, it sounds reasonable.
I would need to walk by torchlight. I hope that is all right.
I imagine Victor will need the same as well.
He shrugs.
That's not a confirmation, Victor. I mean, if you don't need the torch, then That I feel
I
like that's
would
something we should know, but
I
I was under
wouldn't
the
say no.
Victor, we've been over this. Use your words.
Can you see in the dark like we can or not? It's a fairly
Not
simple
like you
question.
can, no.
Okay, okay. I didn't think so, but the way you did that made me think that maybe there was something we didn't know.
It's a very rare person that can see in the dark like I can.
Victor, do you see the trouble and confusion that you cause by not just answering the question in plain English or in plain common? Don't know what that other crazy word is that I just said. Maybe I'm having an aneurysm.
Elvish.
Right. Do you see what happens? See, just simply we're gonna try this. Maybe instead of chastising, maybe this just requires a little practice. Let's try this again. Victor,
Mm,
are you able to
mm.
see well in the dark like we can?
Not like you can.
See, much simpler.
But see, that's the thing that you know what?
Miles.
Not like we can sort of implies that you still can, just not as
I
well.
spend a lot of time in the dark.
Oh, wait, hold on. Ariam, I
What?
now see what you're saying. Are you saying you actually can't see in the dark, and it's like you just spend a lot of time there, so you're used to wandering around in the dark?
No, I can see pretty
He
well
could
by moonlight.
he could it's
All right, we're gonna get to the bottom of this. What time is it?
Like 3 p.m.
Okay. Go to fucking bed, Victor.
Before we set out, we just conjure up a little like vision chart. S- Rate his vision.
The two of them are offered tent space in the weather, and it is extended to the three of you as the rain persists through the day. Lightens by evening, but it is still quite damp. And even with tiny hut, like tiny hut will prevent obviously weather, but like especially since these two are going to bed earlier, the tent is easier. Is there anything the three of you do while your companions try to get some rest?
Um,
Is there anyone here that we should have a word with, or also what is our? I may have been kind of zoning out. I'm still fuming mad about that guy who got away, and it's been on my mind quite a bit. What is our plan?
you
Where are
mean
we headed after
Radicchio?
this? Yeah, Rubik's cube, that fellow.
Yeah, that guy.
Did I? Were we heading to Krusk?
yes. I believe that the safest place that we can go to at this point is perhaps to get Irina to St. Markovius. We
Hmm.
saw that St. Andrew's provided some protection.
Yeah, we will.
It may not stop Strahd himself, but I am not positive that there's anything in this land that will do that.
It does seem as though, as far as Strahd goes, let's go lay down. He was wanting to cash in on us delivering Arena to him, but is not necessarily in a rush.
Mhm.
He's playing a long game, but so I think that there is not a great chance that he will personally come after her. Well, I say that, and then I remember the fact that he has a couple times. If he's preyed upon her, how come he has not just abducted her? This doesn't make sense. Anyhow, I think getting to St. Markovia's and assessing the situation there, and uh, you know, checking that out as a potential place is a good idea.
Am I remembering correctly? Is this Abbey? It's north of here about a day and a half. Isn't that correct? Over the mountains.
West, I believe. Unless the fucking compass rose on the map is off again.
No, not this time. Do-do-do-do-do-do.
Uh, oh, I was thinking based on Valaki. I have no idea where we actually are right now.
That's one of the reasons I brought you to this map, because it's confusing.
Right, because I mean, the notes I have is we follow the Svalak Road past Lake Bartok and over the Raven Mountains. And there's the Raven
No.
River. So I mean, I'm guessing, like, here's Kresk. Kresk is here. I'm guessing up here somewhere is the Abbey. Or maybe this is the Abbey right here.
So maybe this was the Abbey. But that doesn't. I don't know. We can figure that out once we get to Kresk. It's really just a question of where we are. I'm just going purely on the comment from Victor about
Mhm.
a day, maybe a day and a night.
Okay.
Wait a
We're
moment.
all here.
North and west don't mean the same thing? I thought it was like fall and autumn.
Oh no, but see, here's Mount Bartok. Right? And hold
Yeah.
on.
Wait, where are we?
You are here.
East of Valaki? Oh, you're right, because
hmm
wait, that's where they were?
Mhm.
We went east out of Valaki. Okay, I thought we left west out of Valaki.
The map on Valaki's a little fucked up, if you remember.
Oh, right, because there's the one gate, and they're like, "You'll come in from the east, but you totally have to come in from the west."
Yeah.
Got it.
The city maps are still, as Wizards of the Coast continues to do to me, absolutely fucks with you. But your overworld,
So we have to go past Valaki again to get to Kresk.
mhm.
Yeah.
I did not realize we had gone away from Kresk when we left Valaki. Okay. And you say this is a day and a half, Victor? What?
It's almost as if we should have headed to the saw pools before Valaki.
Only a fool would do that, brother. I mean, the right way to do it, particularly with the Baron, apparently watching our every move, is to only speak of going to the Czar pools, and then right when you get to the fork in the road, decide to go to the city of Alaki. That's the only way. That's the only way to do it.
On the plus side, if we wanted to go see Mount Gakis, we're perfectly positioned to do so. Huh? Hands up,
This
who
is
wants to see Mount
hardly the time
Gakis?
for sightseeing,
Ah,
though the name
ah.
is appealing.
Mount Gaki. I understand wonderful pants get made though. You know, when Victor sleeps, he almost looks like a normal human being.
Almost. Not quite, but almost.
Oh no, it's still creepy, but almost.
I'm sorry, we're ranked 2, correct? Or are we up to
I
rank
believe so.
3? Okay.
I
just
don't
couldn't
remember what the rank, and I don't remember what they correlate to.
I think they're kind of separate. That's why I'm.
I'll look it up in just a second.
I think we're ranked 2 because I only have through Obviator's Lenses written down. Okay.
Ranks 1 through 4, or levels 1 through 4 is rank 1. Levels 5 through 10 is rank 2.
Gotcha. Cool. Thank you.
Yep.
I think I would like to. I'm not sure why I've got this note in my notes, but under Kresk, I have a note that says buy warm weather gear. So I am
Yes.
going to talk to uh the Vishrani that are around and see if there's either like a merchant or a trapper that might be selling some furs or some other cold weather gear, or if not, if there's someone that I can attempt to barter with.
Sure, sure. With the Vistani here,
Mhm,
most of them stay local to the Zarpool,
mhm,
or else travel out of the mist. Not many of them go that far west. But they'll recommend that you can always talk to the wolf hunters in Valaki.
mhm.
They sell fine pelts. They also can trade you for layers, which will not be as effective as cold weather gear would be.
Yeah,
I think
well,
also like they're actually very close still to the village of Barovia, like distance wise.
mm,
You could also purchase if you went to the village of Barovia, you could purchase warm weather gear there.
mhm.
You have that dick of a tradesman who's there, but
Yeah, well, I mean, I think we're gonna have to pass Valaki anyway. Um, Four of the five of us have a good reputation now. One of us will just have to wait outside with Victor and with Floof, but the rest can go in and do what you can to secure garments. Yeah, that's all I got. So once I
okay,
get that information, um, I'll just hang out, listen to some stories, try and help for 4 hours, and then begin my trance.
okay. Ariam, anything that you take care of?
Arium will spend some time dipping various substances onto the lenses on the frames. I am turning my obviator's eyes into eyes of the eagle.
Mm, that just
Uh,
gives you like advantage on investigation, right?
no, opposite one. That
Oh,
is eyes of minute seeing. I'm switching to the long distance vision version.
okay,
Advantage on wisdom perception checks that rely on sight. So
cool.
that gives me sight, smell, and hearing. That should cover everything.
If it's anything else, I'm fucking with you.
Well, I mean, you still don't have tremor sense, so
Challenge accepted.
Then fine.
Make out details of extremely distant creatures and objects as small as 2 feet across.
Interesting. Cool.
Of course, that's I should read the preface of that sentence, which is in conditions of clear visibility, and we
Right.
are in Barovia, so
Okay,
Right.
nailed it.
But this would be the case of like anytime the magic fog parts, you'll get more details, you know.
other
Uh,
than that, no, he will just uh, find a quiet spot to trance.
okay.
Um, I would like to amend my previous comments,
Hmm.
and I would also like to use my rank 2 feature rumor mill to
Mm.
Hell yes.
right to use the sending stone to contact the House of the Crescent Moon and ask them for any information they have that might be helpful about Saint Markovia's Abbey.
Oh. Hmm. I think for the sake of like the sending stone working for the rumor mill, it'll stretch the use of like sending stone mechanics a little bit. Um, in which case, I believe her name is Rose, I believe is the name I gave her. Um, one of the shifters within the House of the Crescent Moon, um, says, "Oh my God, we totally thought you guys had died. So glad you're not dead. Uh, yeah, give me just a few minutes." And then after a little bit of time passes, you hear her voice coming through again, and she says, "The Abbey of Saint Markovia looks like it was a very, very ancient establishment. Um, it's been rumored to have been destroyed a very long time ago uh, in the war of its territory. Um, the people there say that the saint that it's named for stood against a tyrant, um, but she was killed in battle. Um, since then, it's been predominantly abandoned. Um, there's been some rumors of an ageless face who is seen wandering the abbey, protecting it. Uh, though the locals would have been highly superstitious, especially given the time period of this. Um, so long ago, there's not any concrete evidence of any such creature existing there, just the superstitions of something undying living within.
Thank you muchly. We'll be back eventually. I'll share that information with Ariam and Teldrin.
Something undying, you say?
Yes, but also protecting the Abbey. So
I was going to say I was expecting a fully populated and active abbey to. Does this alter our plans to know that there is not but a ghost?
I mean, this
Should we?
does line up with what Madame Ava told us about the Abbey. That there's a lone
Oh wait, yes.
Lustrani there searching for a mentor.
She said something about. No, that's all.
I mean, seems as good a place as any to go next, and if nothing else, it is amongst the farthest we can get from Castle Ravenloft.
Good point. Good point.
Zeldrin, is there anything that you take care of before resting?
Can't think of any preparations I need to do. I think I'll just spend some time in meditation and try to spend some time just getting my emotions in check after the fury of the previous encounter, and work on leveling out a bit so that I do not react poorly in a future situation. So I'll just spend some time quiet meditation.
Do you have something that you meditate about or trance about? Since as an elf, you have the ability to control that to some degree.
I think just I don't know if I've got anything in particular to like that I'm seeking, but just kind of like recentering myself and working to like, connect with other uh other clerics of the same like order and everything, and like um just recentering my wisdom with the experience of those that came before me.
As your eyes sort of fall out of focus and you begin to allow yourself to be taken into disassociation, um, you feel hands on your shoulders at your breastplate and something that is like you have to rest without your armor, but you still feel what is like the spectral presence of something that is very deliberately taking the weight of this steel off from around your neck, from your shoulders, from your torso, from your legs. You feel lighter as cool hands place themselves on your shoulder and voices thread their way between your ears and around within your skull. And you can feel the paternal connection of guiding words of your father from very, very long ago. And that voice echoed with mentors and disciplinarians of your faith long ago. And in those words, you hear the affirmations of your righteous fury, that you are not misplaced, but you also are hearing in almost a reassurance that you are a defender of the vulnerable, of the innocent. And standing between them and the darkness is your calling, but could also be your death if you are not cautious. Just things that you are already pondering and thinking, but you almost feel them coming to you as outside thoughts, as guidances and spiritual reassurance. And in that like moment of lightness, again, you feel that the burden is not only your own. Something that you know to be true, but that in the pressing darkness of this realm is something that may have been forgotten. And when you are rested and you wake from your trance and have the ability to put your armor back on, you see a shine to the metal that feels new, and the gleam of impressions of star shapes and forms and constellations in the steel once again feel like promises that you have made and have renewed.
Beautiful. Think you might have muted Max.
Can you hear me?
Now I can.
Okay, I think I blipped out. Um, Everyone else can finish your long rest. I don't believe any of you have any current effects on you that would. Yeah, you avoided some skill challenges by rolling down the hill of of the mountain. So no one is exhausted, no one is hurt. Well, hurt from the travel, not from the stabbing. Um, and it is very dark when all of you have woken from your long rest.
Victor,
Mm,
Victor,
mm,
get up, friend.
okay.
Stand right there.
Yes.
I walk 20 feet away and I hold up 3 fingers. How many Victor? How many fingers, Victor?
3.
Well, son of a bitch, you can see pretty well in the dark. All right.
I told you.
Let me try it again. I just hold up a fist. How many fingers?
You have none.
Oh. All right. Well, my apologies. I thought you were being coy last night. Turns out you can see pretty well in the dark. Okay.
He gives a weird little half grin.
Oh, son of a bitch. See, I thought, never mind. All right. Well,
Irina plaits her hair back and tries to hide it within her hood and says, are we to head straight to Kresk then? We're following the road?
That sounds
uh,
like the best plan of action to me.
We do need to entertain a quick visit into Vallaki itself for some supplies, which we cannot acquire before then, I don't believe.
but if I understand correctly, that is directly on our way and on the
Mhm.
road we will be following.
Yes, 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 yes.
We should also be getting there before or by dawn, so you may enter the city.
Yes. Well, that being the case, we should probably get moving.
You begin your walk, and let me find out where you guys do. Is it before? Is before? Oh my god! So one of the encounters I had planned for the evening was when you guys are headed back on this way. You were going to pass the River Ilvis crossroads, where the troll was. But you rolled right past that in your bubble, so we don't have to worry about the troll this time.
Hey.
Okay,
I
let's
will
see.
offer Irina the opportunity to ride Floof, should she be so interested.
That's quite nice for her who cannot see in the dark.
Mm, Actually, can Floof see in the dark?
I don't know.
Yeah, no, Floof cannot.
Fucking hamster.
Right. I'll guide Floof.
Okay. Okay, where are we then? All of those encounters passed. Okay, all right. Oh! Hmm. All right. The rain has all but stopped and has only left drifting clouds crossing over the fairly bright moon above. The faint stars that you see don't hardly twinkle, but just uh, indicate that there is something beyond the clouds above. The trees after dark are looming and almost leering. They feel like they are folding in around the road over you. Um, and in the darkness, you hear mostly stillness. And then you hear what is not now certainly unfamiliar, the sound of hunting wolves. They seem far distant, but the calls of them are unmistakable. These do not have the depth, or I would even say volume, of many of the dire wolves that you have seen thus far in Barovia, but you cannot mistake the sound. And in your couple of hours of travel, as you're walking, you can hear the river running farther away. You can hear prey animals being killed in the dark. And ahead on the road, you hear a sobbing man, certainly a grown person who is uh, worn from wailing and is now crumpled in a heap down some ways on the road and audibly crying.
You there? It, all right if I approach?
His head snaps around and a torn sleeve wipes across his face. He squints in the dark and just and shouts out, "Who's there?"
I, my name is Zazarak. I'm here with some fellow friends and travelers, and I heard you sobbing. Is it all right if I approach so we can have a little conversation?
You see in the moonlight something glint as he picks something from the ground, and he says, "Slowly, slowly."
Absolutely. And I will put both of my hands out and up and in front of me as I approach nice and slow. Now, I've told you my name. It's Zazarak. What is your name?
Deneth of Valaki.
Veneth?
Deneth.
Deneth.
Which, now that I say it out loud, this was not a name I came up with. It sounds like Dennis with a lisp.
Yep.
Oh,
You
that's
see,
just
as you
that's just fucking great because now in my head his name's Dennis.
as you approach this person, um, he has in the hand that had grabbed something. You can
Mhm.
see barely in the moonlight. He has a an axe, a wood axe, in his hand, um, and he is crumpled on the ground. And of his legs, you only see one foot.
Okay.
The other is filthy and dark,
Mhm.
and there is nothing coming out of the pant leg.
Mhm. Uh, Dennis, what seems to be the problem?
Wolves, werewolves in the woods. I was on my way back to the village and was attacked. They did not spare me the mercy of killing me.
You bit?
His jaw clenches, and he looks down at his leg.
Oh, can I help you up?
He considers, then holds out his free hand.
And I'll extend an arm and, uh, assuming he grabs for it, I will both pull him up and position myself on the side where he is missing a foot, or the
Mhm.
and wrap that arm around my shoulder. Well, Dennis, we wanna put our heads together and figure out what the next move is. Why is it that you say that they have killed you?
I will bleed out here. I will be devoured, or I will be left out of the city, unable to return.
If you will allow it, I can do what I can to clean the wound and give a little bit of cure to it. I cannot restore what it is you have lost, but I can prevent any further dissanguination.
He has some hesitation, but he nods.
I will throw a second level cure wounds on him.
Okay. As you bend to inspect the wound, you see the darkness and the wet and of the pant leg, um, but under the cloth itself, there is no wound. There is a healed stump of a leg.
As in, I've
Arium,
healed it, or it's was already healed.
You can tell by some of the grime on him, uh, this is an old, healed wound. Arium?
Arium is going to cut his hand on the end of the trident and just shout, "Ambush!"
From the trees, you hear yet again the sounds of howling, these lighter but echoing wolf calls that are now very, very close. And the tree line breaks with humanoid figures covered in thick, coarse hair and long snouts who are almost cackling um, at the proximity you all have. The Deneth with his axe in hand, slowly, Zazarak, you feel the arm around you, around your shoulders, the muscles in it begin to tighten and claws begin to dig into your shoulder, and he swings his axe. We're going to roll into initiative. I'll get you on your battle map.
This asshole. That was a good healing. That was a good casting. I say that it was middling. It was, a 1 on one of the d8s and an 8 on the other.
Perfectly average. No, perfectly balanced as all things should be.
I should heal. I should
Ambush rolls a 5.
You weren't surprised.
Everybody's all cut up and bleeding. Ha ha! Oh, shit.
Uh-oh. 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 Come on, character sheets. Come on, character
What
sheets.
is this token?
Oh, no. What token? Oh,
This,
this guy?
this guy.
The fucking The fucking Curse of Strahd tokens for the commoners suck ass, and I
What?
haven't
This
bothered
token
to.
rules. This token look at this
It's
man's face.
all of the artwork in this book is just done in this like blue gray for everyone.
Okay, come on, please, please let me whisper my rolls. Oh, thank God. Okay. There's more format changes, so everything had to get fucked for me. Okay.
Is anyone else's chat refusing to scroll all the way to the bottom?
Mine has been. I've got to,
Yeah, for
in order to make
days.
it happen, I've got to change the zoom amount in Firefox. And
You
when I
can
do that,
also right above the text box at the bottom, there's
Mhm.
actually a kind of invisible like resize bar that you can shift around. And I found if you
Oh,
like
hey, that
basically
worked.
stretch and shrink it, yeah, it
Yeah,
resizes itself after you've done that.
oh,
yeah.
awesome.
I just had to fuck it up and then it'll fix itself.
All right. Technically, first in the initiative is Floof.
Um, yeah, I think Floof is just gonna sort of move back here with Irina.
Okay. Have him take the dodge action. Is that fair?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
All right. Zeldrin.
What does this spell do? Why are you like that? Okay, I don't need to do that one. So is Zazarak grappled by this guy?
Not mechanically, but he's like right with this guy. I'll actually just move him just to. There we go.
Okay. God, I don't need to use my 5th level spell. I don't need to use my 5th level spell.
You're learning.
I have so many spells. Okay, I am just going to throw a 2nd level guiding bolt at the Dennis.
So I'm
That
clear.
will.
This is Dennis, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, son of a-
Ooh, ouch. That is a square impact. What is it?
Yeah, I'll later.
Did you open that video I sent you earlier?
What? Huh?
No, never mind. I thought you were just saying like you had reopened something. The
Oh
fucking.
no. Well, I'll get to it at break.
Okay. Zazarak.
Son of a bitch, Dennis. Now I gotta take that other foot. Yeah, I will start swinging. I assume that's a miss.
Yes.
It's also a miss.
That's awesome. That is a hit.
Come on, roll 20.
I will save you some trouble because even though the first two are broadly missed as he ducks out of the way, though you can make impact on your third strike, you cannot pierce his hide.
Okay.
Right.
I am gonna have to use my 5th level spell. I should have just done it. God damn it.
All right. Victor draws his wand in one hand and summons a bolt of purple flame to his other, which he hurls into the darkness, striking this creature here for 11 points of fire damage. Irina I don't know if it's been really remarked upon so far, it's not really had the opportunity to come up, does have a rapier on her person that she does draw, but she is taking the dodge action and actually pulling Floof a little bit farther away. Not so far she cannot see you all, but still. Arium.
Oh wow. Um. Do I intercept top or bottom? Which one got guiding bolted? Was that Dennis? No,
This
that was
one,
Dennis.
yeah.
Dennis.
It is Dennis.
Yeah.
Which I
Oh,
guess
actually, yeah, that should have meant that.
Zaz had advantage on their first attack, but
Yeah.
didn't
Doesn't
matter
matter.
with the immunity.
I mean, it would have even because either that or you'd be getting another attack. But either way, like I'm 1, 2, top or bottom. I'll go down. Oh,
Oh yeah?
Funny, I was just thinking the episode
I was
name
thinking
might be
always go down, but
Does Arium go top or bottom?
I was trying not to say something about, we were talking about sandwiching earlier, but I just.
I'm gonna stab this guy with a trident. Have activated. I don't know if you saw the hemocraft. I activated right in the storm. I am trying to stab this guy.
Yeah. 22 will hit.
Okay, I have Rite of the Storm on, so that is 12 piercing and 4 lightning.
Ow. And you have magical weapons.
Yeah, because it is activated with the right.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my god. Good dice.
Gotta get them all out now. 4-month day.
The green arcing energy over the tines of the trident do seem to catch the werewolf by surprise, and what certainly surprises them is how quickly he is like skewered um, by both of these attacks. Do not kill him, but the surprise of being struck is real, and he just dives over your blade at you. I'm assuming that's the end of your turn. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not gonna use a blood curse. So just hello, cousin. Stab, stab.
Okay. Yeah, the reach over at you is a 23 with the claws and a 19 with his teeth.
Those will both hit.
All right. You are immune to the curse of lycanthropy because you are already infected. Is that right?
I believe so. Yes.
I believe
I
so.
will. I don't believe you can get the curse when you are already cursed.
Yeah. That will be 8 and 9 points of piercing or slashing and piercing damage to you. Um, the
Left
as
for
he
not turning into a shark.
as he like lunges forward, um, you can hear through the growling and snarling, "You smell different." And then the Deneth and his companion, um, axe in one hand and then claws and snapping teeth at Zazarak. Let's see. Your AC is 17?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The axe cuts into you for 9 points of slashing damage. And The other, as he is coming in, um, latches his teeth onto your forearm for 8 points of piercing damage, and I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw.
He's still missing part of his leg when he transforms, right?
Yes, he appears to be an amputee. Though probably not as helpless as he was pretending.
Yeah, most certainly. I just
Um. Oh yeah, no, the five's already included. All right, excellent.
It looks like you've got your aura baked in already, which is
Mhm.
good. And it's a 10-foot aura, is that right?
Yes.
Okay. All right. The other two werewolves climb down from the trees and hurry their way over to Zeldrin and uh, Victor. Um,
Vicky.
you have an 18 AC, is that right?
I think it's 19. Yep,
19?
19 because
All
of the
right.
cloak.
All right. You swing up your shield and batter the beast away. Uh, Victor. Victor. Don't think he can save. No, he cannot save himself in this instance. A flash of darkness shrouds him, but is still pierced by the werewolf's maw. Do 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 do.
Werewolf Victor.
Maybe we'll see.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, and then it is Floof's turn. Continuing dodging.
Continuing to dodge.
Okay, Zeldrin, it is your turn.
Okay. I will risk an opportunity attack and step over here.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'll bite you again. It's a 17.
You can try to bite me again. We use my bonus action to reach out and touch my brother's scimitar and cast Holy Weapon. So your blades are
good
magical now,
weapon.
and they deal an extra 2d8 radiant damage on each hit.
Okay.
An incredible silver and purple light pulses from the hilt of this blade and shines down each side of its steel, and you can see yourselves. The two of you are reflected in its steel briefly. Um, oh, cool! Now you've got a bunch of light too. Awesome.
Yep. My mouse died again.
Do you need a battery?
Yes.
That was a bonus action for you, by the way.
Yes. With my action, I think I will call upon the light of my deity and create a Twilight Sanctuary.
Okay.
And that'll be it.
All right, Zazarak.
Okay. Um. With my scimitar, erupting in radiant light at my brother's touch, I say, thank you, brother. And now stalled long enough that I could put this in. So I will take a swing at Deneth, trying to claim that foot.
All right,
Hey.
28. That's a hit. Ouch, holy weapon. It's okay. It's still doing the important thing, which is cutting through his hide.
Yeah. We'll take another swing.
Will miss.
Yikes.
That will hit.
Okay. Yeah, you know what? I want this dude off of me, so I will. Uh, werewolves are neither undeads nor fiends, correct?
Correct.
I'm going to pump a 3rd level divine smite into that last one.
Okay. Well,
Give me that foot.
how do you want to do this?
I'd take his foot and watch him bleed out.
You swipe under, cutting his leg out from under him, literally, and spin the blade head over heel and down into the dirt through his chest, and pull it free enough to give that like warning glint to the fellow beside him.
Yeah, I pointed at his friend and say, "Don't make me make a necklace out of these." That's it for Sazerac.
Oh my god. Victor is going to take this opportunity to once again cast Mage Armor on himself. You're muted.
8 for me, 9 for Zaz, and 13 for Vic.
Oh,
Awesome. Thank you.
Arium.
Mm. I will. Let's just finish this guy first, and then we'll see if I need to. Hey,
Ooh, absolutely.
I'll bet I do smell different. Not that you're gonna smell much. That is 18.
How do you want to do this?
Ha! Smell much, loser?
Uh, he's sniffing. He gets a trident through the neck, and just I'm gonna keep moving. I'm gonna go help Victor.
Okay.
For my second attack. Perfectly balanced, as all things should be.
All right.
That'll be it.
All right. The one on top of you and Victor slashes his claws at you with a 23 for
That
6
will hit.
slashing damage,
Okey-doke.
and hits Victor again with his teeth. Okay, Victor. That is for 10 points of piercing damage. Okay. And this fella is going to just take his jump forward and try to catch your back, Zeldrin. Uh, da, da. Ooh, an 18 to hit.
That misses.
Oh, damn it. That's right. You got your fucking cloak. But I have a 22 to hit.
That will hit.
All right. Those are only with the claws. Those just rend past into your clothing for 8 slashing.
Okay. Clears my temp HP. And advantage on my concentration. Alright.
And finally, the snapping jaws miss Zazarak, but the claws dig in for a critical hit for 15 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
And it is Zeldrin's turn.
Alright. With my action, I will just. Well, my hammer doesn't actually work, so I'm just gonna cast a Sacred Flame on the guy next to me.
DC 17. He rolls a 17.
Okay. And then I will Spiritual Weapon, Summon a Weapon right in the space above me and attack the same guy.
Okay. Oh, fuck.
I gotta click this button so many times. That's for Rokea. 9. And 8 again for me.
Okay. Zazarak.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and carve into this guy.
Okay. That'll hit. Oh. Mm-hmm. Okay. See, and that 24 also hits. Okay, all right. Holy shit. And how do you want to do this?
I'd just kill it. I, I had a whole other thing and realized, like, it's just like I gotta. It's fine. He's dead.
It was just an impressive turn. You killed him in one turn.
Yeah. I once I once I was no longer focusing on removing the other guy's foot, and that mission had been accomplished, I could regain my composure and actually just focus on fighting things, and so make quick work of this one.
Okay.
And I will roll up here next to my brother.
Okay. Victor, still a novice to magic, technically, is going to attempt at the close range to force a bolt of fire into the face of this werewolf. However, at disadvantage, that turned the nat 20 into a 10, so that's a miss. Arium, it's your turn. Ted?
Sorry,
Okay.
I heard my name and was like, yeah, that guy will respond at some point. Just, I'm just gonna stab this guy. I'm sorry. I just I had a complete moment. I apologize.
That's fine. Oh, that'll hit. Okay.
Assuming he's still up, I'll
Mhm.
do it again.
That will
No, I
miss.
won't. No, I won't.
Oh wait, hold on. Nope, that's a hit actually.
Oh, right.
Okay.
I should have shoved him. Is what I should have done. Oh well.
Okay. So, let's see. The snapping jaws, the clawing hands. Let's see. Amount to an 8 to hit Arium, a natural 20 against
Oh God.
Zazarak. uh,
Oh, I thought that was
and
gonna be on Victor.
a 21 to Zeldrin, and then a 19 to Victor. Okay, all right. So that is 4 points of slashing claw damage to Zeldrin. That'll
Quick
be 8
question:
to Victor.
before I take this critical hit damage,
Hmm.
um, was there any additional Twilight Sanctuary temporary HP that I should be adding?
Yeah, you can take that 8.
Okay,
Then
fantastic.
Rokea 13.
Wait.
Through the spiraling blades, defending yourself, the lunge of teeth around your neck, Zazarak. That is a 13 points of piercing damage and a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
Okay, Zeldrin.
No, no. All right. I think. I mean, we're doing pretty good. here, fellas. I will cast a first level inflict. No, I don't have that. I saw it on my quick list, but I was like,
Mhm.
nope, I don't have that prepared. That's not radiant damage. Bonus action, spiritual weapon, hit 28.
Okay.
9 force damage. And then with my action, I'll just Sacred Flame. Same guy.
Is a natural 20 on that deck save.
Okay. All right. That's it.
Okay, Zazarak.
Stop biting me.
That hits. Oh, okay.
Good God. 20, 39 damage.
39 damage on that critical hit. He's dead. Stop biting me and you take his head off.
Yeah, and I will roll over here.
Oh my god.
What?
Oh, y'all stop biting me. I don't know why you think I'd enjoy it.
What is that? That's enough to kill him. Okay. Fucking. All right, with a clean sweep of matching critical hits, Zazarak takes out the last couple of werewolves.
All right. Well, we all get to end this combat with 13 temporary hit points. So that's nice.
I don't know what it is about Zazarak, but he both is a critical hit monster and magnet.
Yeah. You take some, you lose some.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And I think with that end of combat, we'll take our 15.